Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you various features of the OneNote tool. So let's get started. So this video will be actually the complete tutorial for the OneNote, and we will see all the features of the OneNote. It is even very useful when you are taking the notes during your meeting, and later you can share those meeting notes through the email to your vendors or to your team, as well as you can have the various tags, so you can just find out what is your to-do list or who are present, who are absent. So let's get started with the notebook or OneNote. So in OneNote, you have actually the different notes. So I'm going to show you all the features of the OneNote using these menu. Let's start with the home first. So on the first, whenever you are coming to this page, this is not the view that you will see. I have organized this view for myself because I like this way, and I will show you how you can change that view. So for example, these sections can be vertical. This page section can be on the left side, but I really like it on the right side, so I have changed those settings, and in this video I will show you all those features as well. So basically in notebook or in OneNote, you can create your notebooks and you can arrange them, or you can actually organize them properly according to your work. So for example, this is first my note. So this is the first notebook that I have, and under that one we have section 1, section 2 and the untitled page. So even we can also create the section group. So first thing is that you can create a new section or the new section group. So let's create a new section group and see what it is. So if suppose this is the one, you can just create a new section here, and it could be, for example, personal. So let's get the name as personal, and in personal you can just have different pages. For example, this is your first page, and let's change it to maybe expenses. So you can just add all your personal expenses here, and then you can just have, or maybe you can have weekly expenses. So you can just create the another page here, add page, and just add, for example, today's date or something. So for example, today's date is 28th May. So this is your 28th May expenses, and then you can just create another page, or if you want you can just delete it and you can just copy this new page and paste it again and just change the date. So for example, you have anything that you want to carry on with the different pages. For example, this on 28th May you have a personal expense of groceries, and then it will be actually copied over to the next page as well. So every day if you are spending something on grocery, so you can just have that one on grocery and whatever is your bill. And this one, if it bothers you, you can just make it bigger, and you don't need to actually worry about it. You just need to enter and it just changes its shape accordingly. So this is really a big feature. I really like this one. You can even have here, you can paste it here. So it's very flexible. This tool is really flexible. So this is the way you can actually create your different pages, and if you want you can actually make the sub pages as well. So for example, under expenses, if you want to have the sub pages, so you just click on 28th May and make it as a sub page. See, make sub page. It is so easy to make the sub pages. I really like these features a lot. So under expenses you can have all the expenses for daily expenses. Now another one, if you really want to create, for example, recipes, you can create on that recipes as well, and then you just need to have maybe different pages under like vegan, veg, non-veg, or chicken, or whatever you want to add pages. You just add pages and copy paste all your recipes as well here. So all these are your personal notebook, so that is under my new section group. But under this one, if you are into the office and if you want to create the meeting notes, you can just have the meeting notes of, for example, 20th May 2024, and then here you can start adding your to-do list. So whoever was present, for example, Mr. A, then Mr. B, and it's so easy to, whenever you are actually starting with your meeting, this really helps you to organize everything. So for example, when you are taking the notes, and if you find, okay, A is present, C is present, and B and D are absent, you just need to mark in this way, and you can copy paste, or maybe let's start even more as well. So I'm going to have more and more detailed view of this. So here, if you want, now that is over, and then you want to have that, okay, what I'm going to do it tomorrow, or you want to create your important stuff, so you can just have discuss vendor details and budget details with the team. So this is your important one, so you just tag it as important. For example, here are different tags that you can use to whatever details you have in your meeting note. So you, if you are going to add any contact or address, let's add that one as well. But I'm just going to do this one because I'm going to discuss this with vendor, so I'm going to have this one as remember as later. And then later, if somebody is telling me that, hey, I have few questions, and then okay, that is not a problem, and then I will add the question tag, and then maybe question 1 and then question 2. So with question 2 there is no tag, so just add it as question 2, and then somebody say, okay, I will give you my contact number now. So you just need to create the phone number, and then they will give you the number, and then just add that number 805-674, something like that, and then 8990 or something. So that is the way you can just have your numbers, and later whenever you want to find the tags, you just need to click on the find tags, and then here it will show you all your tags. It will not only show you all your tags, but if you click on it, it will get you there exactly on the page where you are. So it's very useful tool whenever you are actually referring these notes later on the next day, or next to next day. You can just see what are the questions, what you need to address it after the meeting. So this OneNote is really very helpful for taking the meeting notes. And if you want, as I said earlier, if you want to copy paste, you just need to paste it for the next meeting. So just change it to 29th May, and then here you go. You don't need to add anything later as well. I mean, it's just copied over from 28 to 29. It is that easy. So with this one, let's get started. I think now it will be very clear to you what is section, what is subsection, pages and subpages. And if I go here, you can see that we have created here the subpages as well. So this is very useful tool to have your notes or your ideas or thoughts in an organized way. Now let's see what is there on the home menu. So here it's very basic thing that you can already have on your Word documents. I'm not going to go on all these things very detailed way, but I have just now shown you how to add the tags, find tags, email page. So for example, if you are, and in this way you can just go to your different notebooks from here. So now I was into this one, and whenever I want to go back to my original notebook, I'm just clicking here, and then it is taking me to the original notebook. So this is where I have taken notes of 29th May, and if I want to share it with all the team members, what I'm going to do is very simple. I will just come here and click on the email page. It will open your Outlook, and it will just send those details to whoever you want to send. Similarly, if you add any task, and then it will create your meeting details as well using the meeting details feature here. Now next feature is the dictate. So this is really very helpful feature, and I'm going to create a new page for that one because I want to show you what exactly it is and how useful it is to have the dictate tool. So with dictate tool, you can actually say anything and it will start typing on its own. You don't need to type anything. So whenever you are into the meeting, and if you are taking the notes, just click dictate, and you don't need to actually waste your time typing all the words. So let's see this feature in detail. So if I click on dictate, it will open this tool, and whatever I'm talking, it will start typing. See, it is very useful tool, and you can see whatever I am talking to you, it's adding it there. Very, very useful. And once it is done, you can just stop dictation and it will stop it as well. So this is how it is. Okay, now let's go to the insert menu, and in this one you can just say, I'm going to delete this one because it will come in between. So here as well I'm going to show you what are the different options we have. So for example, if I create a table, whatever, if you want to have maybe 4 by 3 or 5 by 3, just have it and it will just create it in this way. So you can just have maybe headings here, and then whatever are your options, you can just add those here very quickly. I mean, you don't need to actually go into the Excel sheet and then add it here or something. So this is in, and if you copy this one and go back to Excel, it will just create it on its own, this table. So you don't need to actually create anything into Excel, but whenever you are talking in your meeting, it's very useful to have in this way. So this is one thing to create the table. And now if you want to attach any file, so for example, you know that I need one file here. Whenever I open this notebook, I want to refer it to that file. So I'm going to click here, and if we go here into the document and see, after inserting, it asks you for the two options: attach file as it is, it will attach it with the symbol, and then whenever you click on that icon, it will open the file. Or you can just have whatever inside that document, it will just print out here. So for example, if I click the second way, this is how it will be open. So whenever you are talking to anyone, it will be very useful to see what is there inside the document as well. And the other option as well, I'm going to show you, where you will have file attachment. I'm going to attach the same file and insert and attach file. So here it is with the icon, but it is not displaying any of its content. So both ways are good. Whenever you want to just refer, you just add it here, attach it. You don't need to show it to others, but with this one, it will be displayed and it will be helpful whenever you are giving any demo to anyone. So both ways are very helpful in this way. Similarly, you can attach a spreadsheet as well. So that is also a very cool feature of it. I'm going to create a new page because I want to show you another options as well here. So if I go here and click on pictures, so I'm clicking on from file, and then I'm going to add this picture here. See, it's so easy to add a picture. And if you want to actually, for example, this is an error or this is the code, I want to give it to others, and somebody said, hey, please give me that code. I don't want to type it. I mean, I don't need to type it with this OneNote. What you can do is just right click, copy text from picture, and then paste it here. See, it copies all your text from the image to here, and you don't need to type it. So it is very useful in getting the text from the image as well. So this is one of the features I really like about OneNote, and I often use that one as well. Then let's create another ad page. So all these are just for our demo purpose, and I'm going to delete that one later, but I just really want you to understand what I'm going to do it here. So if you just want to add date, you just click on date, or time. If you want to add, it will just add time, and date and time will add both date and time. So it is as simple as that. Page templates is somewhere what you want to create a template, and if you want to use the same template in all your meetings, you can just create it as a template, and then you can just use it. Or maybe whatever I have shown you, like copy the same page, that is also the same feature here. So let's go to the draw, and draw as well, it's very useful tool. So you can actually draw whenever you are talking into the meeting, and if you are talking about a prototype or your design of the page, it's very simple. You can just create it from here and explain it to them that this is the way a line will be there, or this is the way a square will be there. And see, automatically it auto corrects the shape because I have clicked on the automatic shape. For example, here it will be a circle, and it creates the circle. So it is really helpful in that sense. So even you can have a ruler, and then you can just change the ruler size as well, or ruler angles as well. So it's useful in that way. This panning head will actually help you to move the page whenever you want to move the page. So and even you can have your mathematic expression. So if you are a student and if you are going to use OneNote for yourself, this is really helpful because you can add your formulas into the maths and it will actually help you to get your formulas auto corrected or auto change as well. So these are all related to drawing. Let's go to history. So history will actually give you the recent edits. So for example, this is the page that you have created, and if you will share it with your friends or your team members or your manager, and if they are changing that page, you can see all the edits from here, what they have changed, who has changed those details, and then you can just hide the authors as well. So this is very useful tool in that sense that whenever you are sharing with others and if they are changing those details, then you will know what they have changed. Under review, you have the spell check. So that is in all the Word and Excel as well. So you can use the spell check there. So, and then from here, you can just add your password. So for example, this, I have created so many pages, or I have all the sections open here, and by mistake, I mean, I'm talking to my all vendors or clients and I don't want to open this new section, like new section 2, then I can just add the password to it. So, and even I will share it with others, the whole new section, and I don't want them to open two meeting notes, so I will just add the password protection to it, and then I will not share my password with them, so they will not be open these two pages, but they can open another pages or sections likewise. So this is very useful in that way. Let's go to view. So this is where I told you earlier that sections can be vertical, sections can be horizontal. So let's see how to change the sections to vertical. So this is where you can change it to vertical tabs, and how this is how it will be shown you here. So if you really like in this way, you can use in this way as well. I like in the other way where it was showing horizontal and right side. It is same, it's just change the pane to left and also to vertical. So this is how you can change it to vertical or horizontal layout. Then if you want to use it in the full view page, so if you do not want to have the pages whenever you are giving demo or talking to a client, you can just click on full view page and it will just show the full view of this page. Then immersive reader is really a good one, because if you are here and if you add here the immersive reader, and this is not the new feature just in OneNote, I have seen that one nowadays in Word and Excel as well and other Office 365 tools, but immersive reader is actually whatever you have mentioned here or written here, it just reads out for you. So this is also useful tool, but I don't find that much useful whenever I'm in the meeting, because all the time I or my team members are talking, so I really don't use that much this tool. So now if you are into the new page and if you want it to be changed with your background, or if you really want it not with the white color but you want to switch the background, this is the option, and then it will just have with black background. I really like white, so I use white, but I know some people they really like the switch the mode, so they switch the mode from here. Then next one is if you really want to have the rulers like we have on the notebook, you can use this one and it looks like a notebook. So if you are a student and using the OneNote, you can use this one, so it will just look like your rulers on your notebook. So you can just refer this notebook as your ruler book, but I'm not going to have that one, so I'm just changing it to none. So if you click on none, it will changes it to none. If you want to change this background color, so for example I want to have this as green and then meeting notes as my change the color to pink or something, so whenever I click on that, I will come to know that okay, this is my green color, then I can just refer to it as that one. So this is where I really like this, and I have not given here the title, so let's give the title, and whatever title you will give here, it will be actually the title of your page. So if you do not want the title, you can even hide the page title using this one, so it will not show the title of the page to anyone. So if you are just sharing some portion of the page but you don't want to share the other parts or the title, then you can just remove the title or hide the title whenever you are showing it to others. You want to zoom in or zoom out, you can do it with these two tools. And these are the cool features of overall OneNote. And last but not the least, because I feel that if you really want to change the language, you can change the language from whenever you will go to here and immersive reading, you can just change the language there, or you can even change the language from review language. So if you are talking in any other language like French or Spanish or Hindi, you just change that language preference here, and whenever you will use the dictate tool, it will actually type in that language. So it OneNote actually supports many languages other than English, so you can choose any of the other language if you are meeting, or if personally you like the other language, then you can use that language. So I hope this tutorial is very helpful to you. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comment section, and I will try to give you the answers in the comments below. Else I will create another video to explain you whatever your questions are. Thank you very much. Bye bye.